Let's talk about the science of intuition and why we should be using it in business today. For the first time, researchers have devised a technique to measure intuition. After using this method, they found evidence that people can use their intuition to make faster, more accurate, and more confident decisions. This study, conducted at the University of New South Wales in Australia, shows three things. Number one, intuition does indeed exist. Number two, that researchers can measure it. But it also showed a third thing, which I think is very important to us. It showed us that the participants became better at using their intuition the more that they used it. In other words, practice makes perfect, even with intuition. In another study conducted just this year, scientists in the UK looked at how a basic drive such as hunger could influence the decision-making process. It seems that our gut can actually store memories and that hunger can trigger a sophisticated series of calculations, making us arrive at a decision. And so gut feeling has now been scientifically proven to actually be coming from our gut. Intuition or gut feeling has been discussed in philosophical and scientific circles since the 17th century. It's often been considered something mystical or paranormal or a sixth sense, which sometimes has kept people away from wanting to learn about it or use it. But for the past 30 years, it's been the subject of more intense scientific scrutiny in departments of psychology, economics, and management. What they've agreed mostly on is intuition is a form of thinking that is non-conscious. You know things, but you don't know why. It's holistic. It sees the big picture. It produces judgments that are effectively charged. In other words, connected to our feelings rather than our analytical minds. And most usefully, it's fast. So what's the benefit of gut feeling or intuition to us in business today? It seems that successful people have had this secret weapon that we've heard so little about, but that we need to become more aware of. And this intuition has actually given them the creative ideas that have made them successful and made their business successful. Richard Branson, the famed founder of Virgin, once said, "I rely far more on gut instinct than researching huge amount of statistics." Similarly, a Fortune Knowledge Study Group reported that 62% of executives feel it is often necessary to rely on gut feelings and soft factors when making big decisions on partnerships and proposals. In my research, I came across an amazing story of a man, Don Valentine, who was the founder of Sequoia Capital, one of the biggest investment companies in the world. His company has backed companies that now control $1.4 trillion of the combined stock market value. They have supported 250 companies since 1972. Don was one of the original investors in Apple Computers, Atari, Cisco Systems, Oracle, Electronic Arts. And when Don Valentine explains his success, he said this: "Our business is a business of highly intuitive decision-making. And that fact that it's done in a scientific area doesn't make it scientifically practical to make decisions that way." How amazing. So just to clarify, we're not saying that gut feeling is the only thing these leaders used. We are saying do your homework well, analyze things carefully, assess the options, but eventually trust your judgment and have the courage of your convictions, even if they are unpopular. In other words, have the guts to follow your gut.